Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into one of the most fundamental tasks for PostgreSQL DBA, how to create a database. So here is the agenda for today. We will find the correct syntax for database creation in PostgreSQL. We will also see how to list existing databases. We will also see the method for creating a database with various parameters like owner, tablespace, encoding, and templates. We will also look at how to create a database directly from the command line using the binary tool. Finally, I will show you how to connect to your new database, check the version and exit gracefully. Okay, so let's move on to our server. So now how to find a create database syntax in PostgreSQL. So before we execute any command, it is always good practice to know how to find help within the tool itself. PostgreSQL has excellent built-in documentation. So first let me go to Postgres user. Okay. Now I'm in the Postgres user. Let me run PSQL. Okay. So here you will see the version of PSQL is 13.23. Okay. Now like they are clearly stating like if you want help then type help. So let me type help. So here you will see like there are different options to get the commands. Okay, like suppose if we want to check SQL commands, like how to build it, so you can run slash h. Okay, if you want PSQL commands, then you can run slash question mark. And if you want to terminate with semicolon to execute a query, then slash g and quit to q. Okay, so now suppose I want to see like the statement for create database. So I'm running slash h and I'm typing create database. Okay. So here you will see like it is showing you a whole syntax with parameters. Like you can apply whatever parameter you want to apply. Here also they have provided a URL to check like a document related to authenticated syntax. Okay. So this way you can find how to run any SQL commands in Postgres. Okay. Now suppose I want to list out like how many databases are there in this current PostgreSQL. Okay. So inside PSQL we can run command slash l plus. So it will show us like how many databases are there under this PostgreSQL. So here you can see dummy, dummy2, Postgres, template 0 and template 1. Ideally, it will have Postgres, template 0 and template 1. Okay. Dummy 2 and dummy was created by me for testing purpose. Okay. So this is the way how we can list out the database in PSQL. Now suppose I want to see it from SQL command. Okay. So you can run command select tar from pg underscore database. So here you will see the same details, but it will also have OID attached to this one. Okay. So this way you can list out all the databases present in the PostgreSQL. Now, suppose I want to see only OID and the database name. Okay. So you can run command select OID, comma, date name from pg underscore database. So here you will see like each OID is showing here and the database name as a date name. Okay. This way you can list out the databases. So now let's move on to next step, how to create a database in PSQL. Okay. So there is a simple statement like create database. I'm giving name as a test database. Okay. So here you can see like it is created. Now suppose I want to validate like if it is created or not. I can run the same query again. So here you can see like test database is there. Okay. Similarly, suppose I want to create a new database with owner. Okay. So we'll first create one user, like I will create user, name like a test underscore user with password. I'm giving test 123. So user is created. Now I will create the database like test to owner test user. So here you will see like database is created. So if you want to validate who is the owner for this particular database, then you can run this /l plus command. So here you will get to know like test2 is created a test user. Okay. If you only want to filter out for this particular test2, then you can run /l plus test2. Will get the filtered output for test2, like the owner is test user. Now suppose I want to create a database with tablespace. Okay. So for that, let me exit from my Postgres window. Now I will create one directory. Let me check my file system utilization. Okay. Now I will create one directory under root mount point /01 Postgres data, sorry, data and test t. Okay. I'm giving a name test t for TBS. Okay. Now I'm also giving ownership to this particular path Postgres colon Postgres, and then this path I'm giving at least to 201. That is fine. Okay. Now I'm also giving 750 to this path. Okay. Now we have created our uh, file system. Now let me log into Postgres again. In Postgres, let me run PSQL. Okay. Now I will create one tablespace. Create tablespace. Test t tbs location. I will provide location as what we have created here. Okay. Tablespace is created. Now I will create database test3 tablespace test3 underscore tbs. Okay, you can see that we have created a database using tablespace. Now suppose I want to check, let me run this l plus. So here you will see like test3 is having a tablespace test3 underscore tbs. Okay. So now let's move further. Now suppose I want to create a database using encoding. Okay, like by specifying encoding. Right now, like by default, it is taking UTF-8. Okay. Now suppose if you want to explicitly specify the encoding, so you can create database like this way. Create database test for encoding. I'm giving UTF-8. So database is created. Let me rerun this query. So here you can see phase 4 is created with by default Postgres owner and PG default. Okay. Now suppose I want to create database with template. Okay. Like here, like Postgres is provided with two templates. Now suppose I want to create database with template one. Okay. So let me run this one. L plus template. We will verify the details about template once. Okay. Now I will create the database, create database test file template, and I will give template name as template 1. Okay. So database is created. We can check. So here you will see like case file is created as same as template 1. Okay. Now I want to create a new database with binary. Okay. Now, so for that I need to log out. I am firing query ID to see my user. Like I have this Postgres user. Okay. Owner is like group is Postgres. Okay. Now I will fire command which create db. Okay. So it is there. Like this is a utility provided by PostgreSQL to create a database using binary. Okay. So here like we're using which create db, we can able to see like it is under /bin/createdb. So I'm creating a db create db and I'm giving test6. Okay. So our command is not working. So let me run it through this one. Okay. Yeah. So like database is created. Now suppose let's go to PSQL and see /l plus. So here you will see like day 6 is created. Now suppose I want to connect to this databases. Okay. So uh, from PSQL, let me first check the current database. Suppose I want to check current database detail. Select current underscore database. Okay. So right now I have connected with Postgres. Now I want to connect with different database. Like for an example, I want to connect with dummy2. Okay. So I need to fire /c and then dummy2. So here you will see like Postgres is changed to dummy2. Okay. So this way you can connect to the database. Now suppose I want to see the same query, select current database. So here you will see dummy2. Okay. Now suppose I want to connect it from outside. Okay. Like so I can connect it with PSQL then dummy2. So directly it will connect to dummy2. Okay. So this way we can connect to a database. Now suppose I want to find the version of this database. So you can run select version. So here you will get like Postgres 13.23 is the version. Okay. Now also like whenever we are firing PSQL, so we will also get that version. Okay. So this way we can check the version of the database. Now suppose I want to exit from PSQL, then you can run /q and then semicolon. Sorry, /q. You need to run /q and then you will come out. So this was about how to create database in PostgreSQL. Okay. So thank you.